Hey, what's up everyone? It's Strategy here. And I have taken delivery of the brand new Tesla Model S long range 2021. This is the refreshed version that just came out. It has been a painful wait. I ordered it back in January of this year and it was supposed to be delivered in March and it got several delays. After all those delays, I finally got it a few days ago. I've been driving this for a couple of days and today I just kind of want to go over the basic functionalities of the car, like how you drive it, how you change gears, for example, or shift the gear, and yeah, all that stuff. It's a bit different. So the Model S came with 2 key fobs and 2 key cards. And you can also use your phone, iOS or Android device. So I don't have any of those keys or the key cards or key fob. So I have my phone in my pocket and we're gonna go drive the car. Let's go look. As I approach the car, it should, sometimes doesn't, but it did, present you with the door handles. When you open the door, you can see, so I have the black interior. And of course that's steering yoke. Everyone's been talking about, but yeah, basically the car is still very Tesla, very minimalistic, very clean, I would say. The materials inside the car is definitely better than the previous generation Model S, but the build quality is a little bit questionable, and I won't go over all that in this videos, but I can tell you there are several things that need to be corrected. Paint, body panel, all that stuff. I'm not gonna go over on this video, but let's focus on how to drive it. All right, so I am going to get inside the car, close the door. The graphic is really nice. Everything is really nice. Fasten seat belts, what it says. Now it says tap to activate drive, so I don't have to shift the gear or anything like that. It kind of knows based on the surroundings. It doesn't see anything in the front that you're gonna hit or anything like that, so it guesses that you want to go forward. In order to do that, I would just need to tap on the brake, as it says. I don't know if you can see tap on the brake, and then it selects a gear for you, and you can kind of see the gear strip here, and then just go ahead and drive, so you can go forward or whatever. All right, how do I go backward? The gear, there's no stock, there's no gear stock, or there's no turning signal. The gear is right here. There's a strip on the left side of the screen. Tap to park here, so that's park. If I want to go forward, I press on the brake, and actually it already knows how to drive, so I didn't do that. All right, so I'm gonna park. What if I want to go backwards? I would just then press on the brake and then slide it down, and now it activates reverse, and I can just drive like normal. Okay. To go forward, just slide up, and that will go forward. To go into park, you can either press this, and it will go to park, or you can also just release the seat belt, and then it will put the car into park automatically. All right, so for the steering yoke, yes, it's very different than the steering wheel. It does get a couple of maybe 15-30 minutes of driving to get used to the shape of the yoke, and when you turn and all that, you can't grab the top part of the steering wheel because it doesn't exist. And so that part is actually pretty easy to get used to. Now the hard part for me though is all these controls. If you touch it, it will activate a temporary turn, and then you release it, it will turn off. Same thing for the right. If you hard press it, it will stay, and then when you turn and then back, it will releases it, just like a normal car. And then you have the touch sensitive high beam button. If you touch lightly, it will turns on the high beam temporarily. You release it, it turns it off. And then you can hard press it, it will hold, and then hard press it again, it will turn it off. So that's on the left side of the steering yoke. On the right side now, you have the voice control button. Yeah, so I just have a text, so that's why. You have the voice control button to activate it. And let's cancel that. And then you have the wiper. Where you touch it, it turns on. If you hard press it, it sprays and cleans the windshield. And then this is just a light indicator saying that the autopilot is available. And then you have the horn. It's touch sensitive, so when you touch it, it beeps. And you can also, I think, you can also cover the whole side of this steering wheel, or steering yoke, excuse me, and then it will also, you know, activate the horn. So let's try it. I never tried that before, so. Nope. Yep, that. So there it is, and here you can't press the horn here. Doesn't work. It's just the airbag. What do I think about this? I think the steering wheel is the steering yoke is actually pretty easy to get used to. The touch sensitive control buttons are not. The left and right turn signal are the worst, I think, of all of this. Yes, you can kind of get used to it, and it's fine driving it. It's definitely much easier to just have the stock. And I think the worst part of it is that you can't feel it while you're driving. So you have to kind of look down at it, because if you feel it, it's touch sensitive, so it will activate it. And you don't really want to do that when you're driving. So you kind of have to look, you know, at the button and press the right one. You can get used to it, yes. I've gotten used to it, and it's getting better. I just don't know why they did that. And yes, it's got, you know, just a touch and then the force touch. So I think in the future, if they really want to improve it, they can, you know, maybe disable it just a touch sensitive, so you can kind of feel it and it doesn't activate anything, and then you can hard press it. And the horn, I don't know why they would do a touch button instead of just like, you know, the middle, which is the airbag. So that's my only complaint, really. That's probably the biggest complaint of this new user interface, as to how to drive and control the basic functionality of the car. Other than that, everything is pretty intuitive. I love the new UI. It's beautiful. This driver display, it's actually informational. It's not very customizable, but it tells you what you need to know. Like tap to activate drive and then just go. The animation looks good. It makes the car futuristic. And then this huge screen, 17-inch with the new UI. I've been driving the Model Y for a little bit, and I kind of gotten used to the Model Y, you know, in the past month. But this new UI, I think it looks better, but I think it's a bit harder to use. Maybe that, or I'm just not very used to it yet. But it's getting better. And everything, it's just like what you would expect with Tesla. You know, you can control the AC vents and all the stuff from here, turn on and control the passenger side. You have ventilated seats, heated seats for all of them, ventilated for the front, and you have the heated steering yoke, and then that's the heated windshield, I think. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So pretty basic functionalities, and then you have this kind of shortcut that you can drag and drop, you know, if you want to save some stuff here or not. So all that stuff, it's good. I'm not gonna go into all that in too much detail. And then you have this awesome, perfectly placed wireless charger for your phone. So you have your phone, you can, it's in the perfect position. You just like press it there, place it there, and it charges. I don't know why other manufacturers like BMW and all those, you know, they have like this little weird little pocket. It's hard to use. This is super easy, and it actually looks pretty cool. And then this is pretty cool as well. You have a lot of storage here. You can have this, which is like a little drawer here. You can put a lot of stuff, and then you can press it, and then you have the much deeper storage here. So this is a huge storage area. And then you have this slide over cup holders. You can hold it, and you can, you know, open it back out and then use it as to place your cups. And then you can close it halfway, so you can have access to your cup holders, and also you can close it all the way to have the complete look. The other thing is the control. I mean, not to control the storage in the middle area. It's also pretty big as well. So you can definitely put a lot of stuff here. And the other thing I really like is the magnet here. So instead of like a traditional button, It's actually a magnet and it feels really nice. Yes, and of course the back screen, or the screen for the rear passenger, you actually can't do a whole lot here. I mean, you can adjust your climate, the air vents and everything, which is kind of nice to have, obviously. And then you can control the music. I don't want to get copyright. And then adjust the temperature. Also the heated seats. And you can watch YouTube, Netflix, Twitch, Hulu, and adjust the volume. And that's about it. Still pretty nice screen to have for the rear passenger. So it's getting kind of dark, so let's go for a little drive around just to see how the car feels, and you can maybe see like how I can use the steering yoke and how awkward it is. So the car is very quiet. That's one thing I noticed over the Model Y. And it's very smooth as well. And I also love the one pedal driving. So I'm gonna raise my suspension. That's what you can do with the Model S. You can't do that with the Model Y. And that will raise the car up a little bit because the roads over here is a little bit bumpy. Overall, the car is very quiet, is very smooth, a lot better than the Model Y. I feel like the Model Y, which is also the long range version I have, is a little bit bumpy. This actually feels like a little more of a luxury car than the Model Y. This is where JFK got shot. So this has been the preview of the Tesla Model S, the 2021 long range version. Overall, if I can summarize it into one word, I would say futuristic. It's like you're driving a spaceship from the future. I mean, there are things that are amazing and things that are not quite amazing, just like the touch sensitive buttons and the build quality of the car, the paint. But if you can get over that, this is an amazing car, amazing car. Keep in mind, this is the long range version. This is a slow version, and yet it goes from 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds. And that's plenty fast for me. I can't imagine what the Plaid would feel. Maybe I need to try it out. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know and I will try to answer your questions. Peace.